Oh, you ready? My wife's looking at me like, hello, you gonna talk? I'm like, oh, you ready? Anyway, how you guys doing? Welcome to the show. Jack Scalfani here, and we're making a really simple recipe. We're trying out this seasoning that I've been dying to try out. Everybody tells me it's called, well, I'll show you when you're up close, okay? But basically, the pulled pork is going to be a Mexican pulled pork. So come on in close and I'll show you the little bit we got. All right, so here it is. I think it's called tagine. I'm calling it tagine. It may be Tajin, I don't know. But I'm guessing it's like it looks like it got a picture of lime on it. So I'm guessing it's maybe like a chili lime seasoning. I don't know. But I've heard this is really good. And I'm like, what am I going to try it on? And I knew we had to do some smoking because I was starting to get withdrawals of smoking, right? So, and I thought, how can we make it more flavorful? So I thought, we're going to take Cholula and we're going to pump this thing full of Cholula and then we're going to cover it with this tagine or whatever it's called. I know I'm destroying it. Anyway, I love you guys. You always hang through with my experiments, so let's get it on. All right, so first thing we're going to do is inject this thing with some flavor. We got that Cholula, so we're going to start putting some in there. Okay, and I'm going to let you guys, when you do this, I'm going to let you guys choose the spots. I'm just going to randomly put it in there. Put a little bit in there, not a lot. Then put some right there. You can see it fill the meat a little bit. It kind of puffs up. And then put it right there. And put it right there. Whoop, there's bone right there. Back up a little bit. Whoop. Whoosh, that always happens. Now it makes sense to put seasoning all over this first. Then have Tammy flip it. Because we don't want to flip it too many times after it's been injected. So let's get our... Tammy, what did you say it was? Tajin?
Yeah.
Tajin, maybe? It rhymes with like Cajun, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's the deal. Am I getting it over there?
You're missing it all.
I'm missing it all? Really?
Going straight to the boil.
Okay. I don't care what argument we have over the fat side. I'm just calling it. Fat side up. So we can liquefy and totally baste my meat. I always use the fat up. So you can do fat down if you want, but I am always on the fat side up. Alright, so this is what we're going to do with this bad boy. We got a few more hours before we get to unwrap it and put it on the smoker. So we're just going to let it sit in these flavors, okay? We're putting it on 11 p.m. We're letting it smoke. Our new thing, Tammy loves this, smoke all night. So we're going to smoke the meat all night, and then we wake up in the morning and wrap it. All right? So we will see you guys in the morning. This thing is going to, while we sleep, it's going to be cooking. How awesome is that? All right, guys. We're putting the meat on right now. We're going to let it smoke all night. This is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. Everything's just going great. Okay, one of the things we've learned, by the way, good morning. One of the things we've learned is if we cook at 250 all night, then when we wake up, it's already past the 165 wrapping temperature. But Tammy has already wrapped it. It was at 165. So what you do is you cook at 225, so that will slow down the process. And then by the time you wake up, it will be in the 165 range, okay? So right now we waited, it's time. So she's going outside right now. Go ahead, honey, you can go. She's bringing the cooler outside and she's gonna drop, it's at 200. So we're taking it off and we're putting it in the cooler for an hour. If you do that, brisket, pulled pork, ribs, once the meat reaches 200 and you let it cool, ribs you don't have to cool a whole hour, but like, you want to do that with brisket, and you want to do that with pulled pork, it's literally going to fall apart. Does it look good, babe? Did you? Oh, it looks like butcher paper, she says. Anyway, so she's grabbing it right now. And then we'll see you in about an hour. But this is the perfect formula for making it just the most perfect pulled pork ever. All right, guys, see the bone right here? That's perfect. It's like when ribs cook and the bone gets exposed. It means the meat's done. It's ready. All right. So let's take some of this meat and see if we can. Look at this. It's like butter. Look at that. It just is like butter. All right. So we have the fat side up. So we're gonna cut a big chunk of this in a minute. Here's a sweet section. Look at that. Look at that. Just beautiful. Let's give this a try. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We are about ready to try this out. You know what it's like? It's like eating the first piece of candy on Halloween night. That's what it is. I have a piece of meat right here. Let's try that. Oh my gosh. It's going to be delicious. This is so juicy, guys. I'm getting it all over me. It's amazing. The seasoning took, the injections took. You can taste it in the body of the meat. I'm very excited. We got company coming over, so I'm going to wrap this up for right now until they get here, and then warm it back up, and then we'll shred it all. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you go and work with some flavors. Experiment with some flavors. Maybe it's not Mexican flavors. Maybe it's Asian flavors, like I do with the burgers. Do the same thing with your pulled pork. Have fun with it. All right? I love you guys. I'll see you on the next episode.